Hello, first grade friends. Mr. B here with another math lesson. We're going to talk about clocks and sharing pennies today. Okay, so what I want you to do is go grab a piece of paper or a whiteboard or something to write on and grab something to write with so we can do some questions together. Okay, I'll wait for a second while you go do that. All right, hopefully you're back now. If you're not back yet, you can pause it and rewind it so you can make sure you're with me, okay? So what we're going to do is write down some times. So first, we're going to check the shorthand to tell us what hour it is. All right, so I see my shorthand is between the 1 and the 2. And that always lets me know that we go to the smaller number, which is a 1. So you know it's 1. And if we count by fives, it'll tell us what we should put right here because we shouldn't put a 6 here. 1, 6 isn't really a time, okay? So we're going to count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So our answer is 1:30 or half past 1. All right, let's look at our next one. I'll give you a second to write that one down. Now that you have your answer written down, hopefully, let's look at the shorthand first. All right, I see that it's pointed right at the 9, so that lets me know we're going to write a 9 here. And if I have a hand straight up at the 12, we all know that that equals, or that means we're going to write 2 zeros for 9 o'clock. So if you were at 9 o'clock, good job, you got that one right. All right, let's look at our next one. Made it a little bit trickier for you now. What do you think? Remember, check the shorthand first and then the longhand. Everyone have their answer written down? All right, let's check it. So I see my longhand is not pointed right at a 6 or a 5. And remember, the clock moves this way, so I know that we're still in the 5 spot. Okay, and when it's pointed at the 9, we don't write 5, 9. We'll have to count by fives again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Awesome. So if you had 5:45 written down, great job, you got that one right. Okay, we're going to do one more. I'm going to give you no hints. Write that one down. All right, you have your answer written down? Let's check. So I see it's between the 12 and the 1. So I know we're going to write 12. And what do you think this 3 would equal? We're going to count 5, 10, 15. So the time would be 12:15. Awesome. That's all that we're going to do with clocks today. We're going to talk about sharing and dividing some numbers, okay? So the question is, how can I split these numbers into 2 equal parts? So if I have 2 of something, how can I split it into 2 equal parts? That one might be pretty easy. We can do 1 and 1. Then write a 1 and a 1 here. You don't need to write this down, friends. Don't worry. I'll just do this one on the smartboard, okay? Now, if I wanted to split 4 into 2 equal parts, okay, I'm going to probably do 2 and 2. Does that work? Is 2 plus 2 4? Yep, it definitely is. Awesome. Here's a little tougher one. 6. How do I split? I have 6 fingers right here. There we go. How do I split these up? So what I'm going to do is take 1 down, 1 down, 2 down, 2 down. Does that look right? 4 and 2. Oopsies. 4 and 2 are not the same number. What's a math fact for 6 that would have 2 the same numbers? If you yelled 3 plus 3 at the board or at me, you'd be exactly right. So that's how you'd split those ones. Friends, did you notice all of these numbers are even? So only even numbers can be split like that. That's another way to tell if a number is odd or even. Okay? Let's look right over here. So the question is, I want to share these 12 pennies between two different people. So how many pennies do you think each person should get? Can you write down on your board or on your paper real quick? How many pennies should each person get? Take your best guess. Well, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to start by dragging 1, 2. Sorry, friends, it kind of disappeared. There we go. 1, 2. And I'm going to keep splitting them like that. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now that all my pennies are gone, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6 are the same number, so each person would get 6 pennies. Let's try a little bit harder one this time. Share these 12 pennies between 3 people. Okay, so I'm going to grab 1 penny to go to each spot. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We'll try that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All my pennies are gone. And how many are in each box? 4. Exactly right. So each person will get 4 pennies. Okay? We're going to do one last one before we do our seesaw. So your goal now is to share 12 pennies between 4 people. Okay? So I'm going to start by putting 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4 people. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how many pennies did each person get? Do some quick counting there. 3. Okay, each person will get 3 pennies. So, that's all for our math lesson today. You can do the seesaw activity that goes right with it, okay? We'll see you next time.